Here we are, post-Thanksgiving.
You don't sound so excited.
Oh, Marv, I'm very excited, man. The reason I don't sound excited is because I'm still full.
How much turkeys did you have?
I ate about 3 turkeys
I believe it.
and half a ham.
Did you really get a ham?
Of course I had ham.
Ham.
Any self-respecting person has ham and turkey on Thanksgiving.
I didn't have ham.
God, you're not a self-respecting person.
Yeah.
Your family hates you.
That I already knew.
Yeah. Start bawling over here. You had no ham. All I wanted was ham. Give me the ham.
A second ham?
You know, usually it's one of those things where you have like 2 or 3 plates, and I had a couple plates at Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, with me, I'm a man of excess.
No. You? No.
I know. So these plates were just like, ooh, a little bit of mashed potatoes here, a little bit of sweet potatoes.
It was more one of those Kevin, can you please stop? Other people have to eat.
They're like, Kevin, you're spilling all over the kitchen table. I was like, oh, no such thing. I'm not spilling. I'm eating. And then Fat Man voice comes out. I eat a couple plates. Then it's time for dessert. My friends that we were over at, which thank you so much to our friends that had us over. Their family was very accepting, which was nice.
Yeah. But you can tell they regretted the decision as soon as
they did. Once they saw me eating, they're just like, we've made a huge mistake. Our friends got a 5-liter bottle of wine.
What kind of wine?
Some red. But
That's the best kind.
But this thing was like as tall as my leg, man. This thing was huge. And I'm like, I'm not leaving until we help get this goddamn bottle drank. And we drank the whole thing.
They weren't even going to open it. It was just for show.
It was just for show.
Yeah.
And then I show up and I'm like, open it!
You're all trying to pop it.
I know.
Oh, you did pop it.
I was like, I'm using my hand.
How many people were drinking it?
I think we had like 6 or 7 people on it.
Yikes.
Maybe 8. But yeah, there was a good number of people that were on it. And we were doing some serious work on that thing, man. I think my last glass I had it up to the brim with wine. I was just like, just finish it. They're like, okay. And then I kept going, oh, shit. So yeah, man, I'm still digesting. How's your Thanksgiving, buddy?
It was great. Went to my bro's house. My mom, usually we have Thanksgiving lunch. But this time she decided to do dinner. Everybody was about to...
Burst at the seams?
Yeah, no, everybody was rebelling like, we're hungry. Like, I had to go run to H-E-B real quick.
Oh, shit.
Buy some tamales from sale.
Is H-E-B still open?
It was open till like 2, which was good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we were there like... we're closing up. Like, oh crap, grab anything we can eat.
You're like running down the house. Wait, just get that.
Yeah.
Get that. What about the crackers? We don't need crackers.
No, seriously. They're like, we need rolls. No, we don't need rolls.
No, we don't need rolls. That bread, it takes up room. Need more room for turkey. So yeah, man, it was Thanksgiving was a good time. Also, something that we didn't get a chance to do because the supersized podcast, which everybody ignored for obvious reasons.
It was supersized. I told you.
It was supersized, and
Kevin's the editor-in-chief, so
yeah. And this editor decided to be lazy and enjoy.
It's because you have to go to.
I had to go to St. Louis, man.
St. Louis.
We've had a few big things come up lately. We haven't had a chance to talk about it. St. Louis, beautiful city, really cool city. A lot of cool stuff outside of just Arch. A lot of breweries, man.
I know.
Tons of breweries up there, dude.
So awesome.
Outside of just
quitting
Budweiser.
beer. Quitting beer, Kevin.
We are quitting beer. December 1st, we're going wine and liquor.
That's for real. We'll see how long we can last. Well, we have to go to the canning and then...
All right, so December 6th.
December 6th, yeah. Get our hoodies and be like, farewell.
I know. So long, Marisa. It has been ruined. Busted has been ruined. But we'll come one last time.
That's neither here nor there. This is about movies.
This is about movies, man.
Or entertainment in general, because we're going to talk about shows.
Yeah, we're going to talk about shows. A big congratulations to the number 2 Rambler, Marvin. Put that ring on it, man. This man...
I want our listeners to hear that.
He's single.
Go to conferences, He's
single.
I'm kidding. I'll never get lucky anyway.
We standing at the bar. Yeah, hi. Who are you? Nothing. Don't worry about it. It was nice meeting you. Again, who are you? Get Marvin crying in the corner.
Wouldn't be the first or last.
Wouldn't be the first. So, hey man, from me and the 12 people that listen, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's always big.
Yes, it is.
Marriage is cool. I like it.
Ever since I was a little kid, I always dreamed of being married.
Were you wearing a right dress?
I wasn't wearing a dress. I was naked.
Oh.
It was a weird dream.
Yeah, you might want to get that checked out. That's not a good thing. Welcome to the Ramble On. This is episode 6 of Ramble On.
Yeah.
We got a few episodes out.
Another thing happened too. Oh, but we'll mention it later on when we talk about the movie.
Yeah. Actually, you could call this episode 6.5, mostly because the last one was so long.
It's so long.
So yeah, I am your co-host. My name is Kevin, and I'm here joined by my co-host, Senor Engaged Man, Marvin.
That was good.
Thanks, buddy. We are joined by no one. It is just the two of us.
Yes.
It is just the two rambling men. Finally, it's just the two of us.
The EP is hungover.
Frowns is hungover, and Omar is MIA. And
He's trying to get that green card.
Episode 6. Been doing this for a bit, and I think talking movies, talking entertainment, things that come out, things that go in. I don't know. What?
You're just rambling again.
I'm just rambling again, man. November's a good time for movies, I gotta say, man, because
amazingly
got some good things coming out. December's usually a solid month too.
I figured December, like Star Wars coming out, don't lay anything out. Like, save your money.
That's kind of what they did for a lot of movies. You think about it, the way that Star Wars is coming out on the 18th, and the movie's coming out on the 18th with it. Point Break comes out on the 18th with Star Wars. That movie's...
You know what they're hoping? They're hoping that there's an overflow.
There's a sellout.
People trying to see,
Yep.
And they're like, what are you going to see?
There's a sellout of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, I want to see an action movie. Point Break.
Yeah.
And then they go and they're just like, where's Patrick Swayze?
Seriously, rest in peace.
He's dead.
All right.
I miss him. I miss Swayze, man. That guy's the best. That and the new Amy Poehler Tina Fey movie, Sisters, comes out on the 18th.
I don't know. That one looks, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Their last movie venture together was Baby Mama.
It was okay.
It was fine.
It was okay.
It was fine.
That's before Amy Poehler became...
That's before Amy Poehler really became Amy Poehler. And that was, I'd say also it's kind of before Tina Fey became Tina Fey.
No, Tina Fey was already Tina Fey. That's what they gave her the movie.
I guess that's true. Honestly, I didn't know much about Amy Poehler at that time, and so I saw her. I was like, "Who's this crazy blonde bitch?"
Really, I always knew Amy Poehler because she always played crazy characters
on SNL. Yeah.
Well, before that, there was a show
she popped up on Conan too.
Yeah, Conan, and before SNL, there was another comedy show she came on. I don't remember what it's called.
I know which one you're talking about.
But there was a bunch of famous people that are famous now.
It was a sketch comedy show.
Yes.
Up in Chicago.
Yeah.
I was watching it. They had it on Netflix for the longest time. I was watching it. God damn it, I can't remember.
But she was one of the funniest ones on there.
She
That's why I
was,
remember. I was like, oh, this girl's funny.
Yeah. And now she's probably the most famous comedians in entertainment.
Okay, you're pushing it.
All right, I am. But it was better.
Yeah, she was good. She was really funny.
She's funny. That's the kind of shit that's got to face up against Star Wars. And anything that faces up after for the next month and a half is...
Yeah, the Reverend comes out on the 5th, the 8th? January?
We got Christmas Day.
No, it comes on the 5th. They pushed it back.
What?
Reverend.
Oh, the Revenant?
Revenant, yeah. How do I say Revenant?
I don't know, man. You're thinking of your Reverend now.
I know.
This whole
marriage thing.
This marriage thing. That's for mass release. It's after
No,
December.
I was doing that.
Yeah, but for like New York and LA, they get like the mid-December release.
Bastard.
So yeah, they think they're better than us. What do they got that we don't? Besides a bolster and fibrin.
Okay.
So, but yeah, the Revenant probably not. You know, the Revenant. You got a Hateful Eight.
I don't know why I called it the Revenant. It's too early in the morning, Kevin.
I know, but
it's 8 and it's on a Saturday. I'm supposed to go to sleep.
Hey man, you can go back to sleep after I leave. That's what I'm gonna do.
No, after this I have to go eat breakfast with my parents.
Sounds terrible.
Actually, no, they usually pay.
Oh, well, that sounds...
I'm not using my parents. I'm just saying free food.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll cut this part out.
No, you can leave it in there.
Okay.
Cut it out.
Okay.
My parents don't listen to this. Who cares?
And if they do, they're going to be like, what's up with that crazy white boy?
Yeah. Most of them.
They
just when they see you in person, they say.
Well, even my white friends are just like, what's up with that crazy white guy?
That's really funny.
Oh, man. A lot of good movies coming out in December. You know, into January, I guess, technically, whatever. One of the expected big movies of the fall, which didn't do that well, which is kind of a bummer. And after seeing it, I'm really bummed out that it did so poorly, is Steve Jobs.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, we've talked about Steve Jobs before on the podcast.
We went to support our dollar theater.
We went to support our local dollar theater and also to support the people who created this.
Yeah, mostly them.
It is mostly them.
And Fassbender.
$1.50 goes a long way. Yeah, man. It was. We've talked about Steve Jobs before, mostly because of Aaron Sorkin was, going back and forth with some of the people from Apple, but now we got a chance to see the movie, and that movie was outstanding.
Amazing.
It was great.
I want to go see it again. I mean, probably tomorrow or today.
I do too. And the fact that movie made no money is a travesty.
I wonder when they made it, they were like, yeah, it's not going to make that much money.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, you had all the right pieces, even if you didn't expect to make a lot of money. You had all the right pieces to make money. Aaron Sorkin writing, Fassbender starring, Danny Boyle directing, a great supporting cast with Seth Rogen, Kate Winslet, Michael Stuhlbarg.
It keeps on popping up in everything.
So yeah, strong supporting cast. At the end of the day, it's all about the top three. Boyle, Sorkin, Fassbender.
Not even Fassbender. Late sign-on.
It was supposed to be Christian Bale and David Fincher. I think that would have been really fun to see what those two could have done, but
I think it would have been darker.
You work with what you got.
He's like, he's a killer.
He's a killer.
What's in the box?
He's got an axe to grind, literally. Starts running around. Do you like Huey Lewis in the movie?
Did you notice in a movie theater it was packed?
It was very full.
But did you notice the crowd?
Yeah, it was mostly older people.
Yeah.
Older people love those kind of.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a bijou movie, man.
It was a bijou movie.
And so
before they moved it to $2.
Yeah. There's a movie at San Antonio's local Santico's Bijou, which is generally where your older folks go for your independent features.
It sounds the bijou.
The bijou. Yeah, I did notice the crowd was primarily senior citizens or old gray hairs, as I like to call them. I like to get as offensive as possible about that stuff because, what are they going to do? Once those people start dying off, our country's more fucked than we are already. But
all right, okay. Why don't you get to this?
Just kidding. Just a quick run through on Steve Jobs. Came out in mid-October.
Yep.
I think that was the biggest mistake that they made was releasing it in mid-October. I think it should have been released in November.
Or December.
Because it's supposed to be a big awards movie. Mm-hmm. And you release it in October when everybody wants to watch their shitty little quote-unquote horror movies, man. Nobody wants to see a Steve Jobs movie in October.
Well, in general, nobody wants to see a Steve Jobs movie anyway.
I guess that's true.
You keep on putting Steve Jobs. I was trying to look for the stuff about the movie, but I just put Steve Jobs. Ashton Kutcher movie keeps on popping up.
He's everywhere.
And I think people were waiting for that movie.
Yeah.
They're like, what the heck? So they thought it was going to be another movie about, the story of Steve Jobs his whole life.
Yeah.
Which isn't.
A competently told story of Steve Jobs. But they got, instead of legit biopic of Steve Jobs, they got 3 of Steve Jobs' personal biggest releases in the tech world. They got the Macintosh 2 in 84,
mm-hmm.
then the Next in 88, and then the iMac in 1998. So his 3 biggest releases 3 of the releases that were most affecting towards Steve Jobs and to Apple. And so you get a lot of context and history just from his interaction. It's an Aaron Sorkin movie, so you're going to get a lot of walking and talking. You're going to get a lot of people talking. You're getting his biggest releases in his career. And I will say, though, I did find it funny where even Michael Fassbender playing Steve Jobs kind of goes a little meta with the whole thing. He's like, why is it when I'm making my biggest releases that people suddenly bring all these problems to my event? He's just like throwing shade at everybody.
Well, that was funny because those things didn't really happen at those events, but he just wanted to include history and whatever.
Little context.
Yeah, so he added
all
the. They were asking Wozniak
Yeah.
Like, did that really happen? I was like, no. It was that stuff was happening around that time. Now I didn't have the conference.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude.
But it adds. It adds drama to it. It adds. Because if it was strictly based off of just preparing for the 3 events, that'd be a pretty boring fucking movie.
Yeah, it would be.
You add the family angst, him and his daughter, and his estranged baby mama, and.
I didn't know his baby mama was like that, but he did have a baby mama. That was crazy.
Yeah, I kind of believe that.
Yeah, I kind of believe that too.
He seems like the kind of guy that would have a baby mama. He's probably got like 12 kids.
No, he only has. He has 1 baby mama, and then he married.
Oh, that's right. He did get married.
Yeah. He has 2 baby mamas, but he has just one that.
One that is illegitimate.
They were big hippies, man. They're San Francisco. You have to remember.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just thought Steve Jobs was like any other NFL football player.
Just people treat him like that.
Sowing his oats all over. I know, man.
Nerds everywhere.
Nerds everywhere treat Steve Jobs like we treat like Tim Duncan here in San Antonio, man.
I hate that dude.
I know.
I'm kidding. Hope Tim but I didn't
Tim,
scare you away from this podcast.
Tim, why don't you come on the show? Oh, by the way, Marvin hates you.
He rocks.
But
he rocks.
He rocks your face. But that's kind of the thing. The guy was an ass. You know, he was obnoxious. He was very full of himself. He treated everybody like they were below him, even though they might have been smarter than him. You know, in some capacity. You know what I'm saying?
Like, was he really like that though, or he just didn't?
I don't know. I'm just going based off of the movie. I'm not.
He was a dick because he knew what he wanted, and he didn't want stupid people.
I'm not a Steve Jobs mark, so I don't know his history all that well. So
that's why. Talk about him, right? Steve Jobs.
You suck. Rest uncomfortably.
Yeah.
Just because we're recording on a Mac, don't mean shit. PC all the way.
Where's your PC right now?
It's at home.
And it's on Linux.
It's on Linux. Oh, man, come on, man.
Would you recommend other people to see it?
I would.
I know. I want to go see it again.
I would highly recommend this movie. An embarrassingly high recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly on the strength of what I pointed out of Danny Boyle, Aaron Sorkin, and Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
As Steve Jobs. I think Stuhlbarg, I think he gave one of the best performances in the movie, but because he's not famous like Jeff Daniels or Seth Rogen or Kate Winslet, he's not getting as much. It just shows how strong that cast is that anybody and everybody being brought in can give a strong performance. So yeah, man, I thought that movie it was outstanding. I understand why, even though its box office was complete crap, it's still going to be a big hit in the award season.
Well, yeah,
because it was made for that time.
I still wonder why it's so bad at the box office. People are tired of Steve Jobs.
They might be tired of Steve Jobs, and like I said, I think they just released it in the wrong month.
Yeah, that sucks.
That movie came out in October. That Sandra Bullock movie
that bombed also.
That bombed, and then Bradley Cooper's cooking movie burned.
I didn't want to see that one. I love Bradley Cooper as a chef.
Those all three of those bombed terribly because they all came out in October. I really think October is a poor month to put your dramas out because what people want is their scary movies or those movies that make them feel like they're going to get scared.
So what you're trying to say is some people at studios are getting fired right now because they're like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Marketing says October's the best month for this movie.
Exactly. Because they're like, hey, you know what? You know what October needs?
Steve Jobs. Yeah.
We need a drama.
And a war movie.
What's on the docket for horror movies? Oh, no. Don't worry about horror movies. We released those in May.
Don't say anything about horror movies.
Horror movies are stupid. What is it? Insidious Chapter 3 or whatever came out in like May or June.
Did that make any money?
Those always
always
make money, man. Because they're not made for anything.
Yeah,
Paranormal Activity 5. Everyone's sick of those movies, and that movie still made buku.
I went to go see
buku bucks. I hate you.
It's mostly because my fiance is in love with those movies. And not even because they're good, just because we went to go see it on our first date. So she's like, we have to see all of them. Yeah. And this one had a good beginning. I told you this one had a good beginning.
That would have been a deal breaker for me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But like The Visit came out in October too, man. That movie made ridiculous money, and that movie was stupid.
Did it make ridiculous money?
Yeah. The movie was made for like less than $5 million, and in its first 2 weekends, it made $50 million.
Yeah, that was Shamalama Ding Dong, right?
Shamalama Ding Dong, man. He shamalammed all over the screen, and everyone said, ugh.
Hey, he's trying to sell stuff original.
Yeah.
But that story sounds like the stories you would hear in junior high, right? Scary. I went to go see my grandpa and grandma.
See my grandma and
They
grandpa.
were escaped convicts from the insane asylum. Sorry, I ruined it. Spoilers.
They killed my grandma and grandpa.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, that's not so.
I know.
He kind of hoed back.
You could tell that Shyamalan had it like he had it in his laptop and like the bat. He's like, if I fail after Sixth Sense and Unbreakable, at least I have these movies. And he wrote them when he was like 17.
I wonder. Yeah, he's like, I don't want to spend that much money. Something to be cheap as possible if I can get back in. And I don't want to. Because I bet he produced it. He did everything.
He did do everything. Yeah, him and what is it? Blumhouse, who does all the horror movies. They both work together to produce it. He's got them 6 cents royalty checks coming in, so he's like, whatever, man. What's $5 million?
Mm-hmm.
Blumhouse makes shitty movies, and they're living in Trump Tower right now because they make so much freaking money off those movies, man. They can do whatever they want. So, sidetracking a little bit, just because talking about when it was released. But the reason that I sidetracked is because kind of talking about why Steve Jobs unfortunately failed is because of its release date. But honestly, man, it breaks my heart knowing that movie did not make as much money. I think when it gets re-released for Oscar time or with DVD sales, I think it'll.
I think with
pick up
DVD
some
sales
money.
because I for sure want to.
I'd love to get that movie, man. Yeah.
Down in Tomorrowland, which I probably look today. Look for it.
There you go. Do you have any complaints about the movie? Like any things that you noticed that you wish they kind of touched up a little bit?
Steve Jobs wasn't a blunt. No, I don't know. That's what I was trying to think right now. Through the whole movie, I'm like, because how long was that movie? 2.5?
It was 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Dude, it seemed like 5 minutes.
I know, dude. That movie flew by. You and I were talking about it, and when they were saying how it was set up, which I think turned a lot of people off. Instead of being a straight biopic, it was just showing these 3 major events.
Yeah.
And I knew that they were doing those 3 major events. So when they finished 1984 and we're going into 1988, and I'm like, oh my god, man, that was quick.
Yeah.
The movie just started.
Yeah.
And now I'm already in the second sequence, and then you're in 1998. And I'm like, oh fuck, this movie's almost over. What have they been doing? You know, it's like the editing on that movie was so good because it took everything that they did and the way that they were cutting between past and present quote unquote, you know, for the time.
Yeah.
But like Steve Jobs meeting Jeff Daniels, Jobs and Wozniak working in the garage, all those sequences cut together expertly that made it just breeze by. Mm-hmm. You know, my one complaint is in 1988 before you introduced the Next and Steve Jobs, Michael Fassbender, and Jeff Daniels. Who those two had incredible chemistry together.
Incredible chemistry.
I think Michael Fassbender just proves he can work with anybody.
Yeah, he seems like a real cool guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he seems like a real guy.
He seems like a cool guy.
He seems like a real cool guy.
You know, the Irish-German guy.
What? I know another Irish-German guy.
Yeah,
but he's full of himself.
Yeah, he is. What an asshole. That's me. And it might have just been the theater that we were in.
Oh, the old people?
No.
You can hear him breathing, Kevin.
What was that?
Or lack of.
Oh, no. Ma'am, are you dead? No, just enjoying the picture. Please leave me alone.
Yes.
There was a sequence when those two were going back and forth, kind of reminiscing on when he got fired. You know, that part of the movie.
Oh yeah, they were saying they were blaming of why he did it.
Yeah. Why Jeff Daniels fired Steve Jobs as CEO of Apple. The score got a little too over. Yeah, it went kind of interstellar. Like,
but that was good. My heartbeat synced up.
It was intense. But then I looked back and I was like, oh man, I couldn't hear some of what Michael Fassbender was saying because they like amped the score up to. It was kind of like in the
Truman soundtrack, by the way. I've been listening to it nonstop.
Yeah, man, it's really good. But you remember in the Truman Show when his dad came back?
Yeah, they kept waiting.
And they're like, turn the music up, pan in, zoom in. It was kind of like that where Ed Harris is turning up the volume, and I'm like, too much, Ed, too much. Turn it down. It down.
I can't hear what he's saying.
But no, it was still an intense sequence, so the score makes sense. I just think that they turned it up a little too loud.
Yeah.
If they turned it down a little bit, it still would have been
the dialogue wasn't very.
Because the dialogue was necessary. It's always necessary for a Sorkin movie. Dialogue is tantamount. So the score was a little much. It was a beautiful score. I think in certain sequences, though, it was just a little too much for what they were trying to do. So both of us highly recommend Steve Jobs. Redbox, Dollar Theater.
Buy it.
Honestly, it's
It'd be
worth
good to have
buying.
it right now.
If you're gonna pay homage to Steve Jobs in any facet, buy this movie. It is.
Yeah, I figured this one would be the best one. I mean, it's not like Steve Jobs. But
no,
it's like a look at his life.
It's look at his big moments. It's also a look at the people that he worked with.
That's what I like about this one. This one shows all those people.
Mm-hmm.
They never mention any other Steve Jobs movie besides Pirates of Silicon Valley, which came out a long time ago.
Yeah. Obviously, Josh Gad is Wozniak in the Ashton Kutcher version. I don't like Josh Gad, but I just, from what I saw, it just looked like he was miscast. Ashton Kutcher was miscast,
Just because he looked like him.
Just because he looked like him. Fassbender looks nothing like Steve Jobs.
And he does it way better.
But I believed every minute that he was Steve
You
Jobs.
knew, yeah, the first 5 minutes I got over. Oh, he's
no. Well, it was kind of like with Johnny Depp as Whitey Bulger in Black Mass. It's
the
like
movie was boring.
It was a boring movie, but his performance was great.
No, of course it's Johnny
Depp. But the first few minutes, you're just like, oh, he's got the head cap and he's got the blue contacts.
Mm-hmm.
But then
the blue contacts started me off.
Yeah, but when he starts being Whitey Bulger, you're like, oh fuck, that's Whitey Bulger. Same thing with this, Once he started his mannerisms, the way he was talking and everything.
Well, he talked to his daughter at the very beginning, like, okay.
Yeah. Oh god, that was where I was like, I'm sorry, Mike. Fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Because it was just not my daughter, right in front of the girl.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Spoilers, dude.
Whatever. It's all based in history.
Talking about daughters. I couldn't think of a segue, I'm sorry.
Speaking of daughters.
Speaking of, she's not mine.
She's not. Let's talk about.
Well, first of all, the
Babadook.
EP's birthday.
Frowns' birthday, which happy belated birthday again, Jenny.
Yes.
She's one of those that doesn't want to have a birthday week, but
She just doesn't like it. We made a whole.
I know, man. We've been celebrating her for November.
And me.
And you.
Her gift to us.
Her gift to us.
Not really her sister.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having us over, by the way.
Thank you.
Was the showing of
the final chapter in the Hunger Games series. Not a trilogy anymore because, can't just make 3 movies. You gotta make 4.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Hunger Games Part 4, Mockingjay Part 2. And it was a movie.
It was a movie.
Marvin.
Yes?
Why don't you give a quick rundown of Hunger Games Part 4, Mockingjay.
There was bow and arrows.
Part 2, okay.
Keith Sutherland kills it.
Donald Sutherland.
Another. What? That's not Keith? Donald Sutherland? I'm sorry.
That's how good Kiefer is.
Yeah. I actually like Donald better. I don't know why I said Keith.
I like
Donald Sutherland. A lot of ugly crying. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my goodness.
I ruined it for Kevin, by the way.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
I liked it. I actually liked the last one. Nobody liked the last one.
Part 1?
Yeah.
I don't mind Part 1.
And people were like, well, I was like, well, it's a good setup.
You know what? Straight up,
that's what it is. It's a setup.
It is a setup.
Because this one has all the action, too much action.
It does.
I'm like, I'm tired already.
I will give them credit. Mockingjay was my least. I didn't really care for the book because the first 2, and I know that there was political undertones throughout the entire series.
Yeah.
But the first 2 was like, I want to know about this girl trying to save her sister and survive this crazy thing. And then the third one just became like this pseudo-political action drama that I was not interested in at all. But the movies did a good job of making me somewhat interested. I think after Catching Fire ended, I was like, oh, here comes the downfall. And it didn't do, part 1 and 2, which I lost complete interest in the year between I had to wait. Part 1 came out, and I was like, all right, cool. Now I have to wait a whole 12 months to see the second part.
Well, this is new Star Wars.
Well, that's different, though.
Because we're going to be watching it all nonstop.
I know, man. It's going to be nonstop. 2017.
What are you doing? You want to see Tours? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. They're going to keep it in theaters until 2017.
I'm wondering how long. I've been thinking how long are they keep it in theaters?
They're going to keep that because it's just going to keep making money.
March, you think?
I would say February. Yeah, February, March.
And
in some capacity, they'll keep it in major theaters.
Yeah, they're going to keep it in there. Shove it in there.
At least until Rogue One.
When does Rogue One come out?
I want to say late next year, maybe. I'd have to look it up. I don't know exactly.
That
one looks cool, yeah. But so, anyways, Hunger Games, it was fine. I think my one issue with this one is that there was so much. I thought it was too long. First, it's 2 hours and 16 minutes. Steve Jobs, we didn't feel it, and then it's over. We're like, oh crap, we don't get any more. This one, I was just like, okay, I get it. You're sitting around talking again, and then there's an action. Not to say, because Terminator Genesis was kind of like that, where it was like an action sequence, and then we got to exposit a bunch of bullcrap, and then action sequence, and there was no context to any of it. There was context in this one. Mm-hmm. There was reason for the action sequences. Terminator is probably the worst movie of the year. That and
I thought you said you enjoyed it.
No, I did not. Listen
to the Fast 5. I think Kevin says he loved it.
Yeah, I think I do. But this one, I think that there was still, December of 2016, Rogue One comes up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did Star Wars 2 come out?
2017. So, yeah, we gotta wait 2 years. Hunger Games Part 4 continues on from Part 3 about Katniss still trying to take down the president. She's like, I gotta kill that guy because he's a dick. And then out of nowhere, she's just like, I don't like Julianne Moore anymore.
No, not out of nowhere.
I know.
Spoilers alert.
It's,
well, if you don't know the movie yet, read the books.
If you're going to see the
movie,
movie,
it's been like 20 years?
What?
Since the book came out? That was a joke.
I don't think so.
It's been like 7.
It's been within the last decade. I know that she didn't like that President Coin was kind of treating her as a tool, but I don't know, man. And it's my complaint about the book too. A lot of it just felt rushed to be like, whatever. This lady's kind of a bitch, but I guess I can deal with it. At least I'm safe. I'm with my sister, and it's just like I'm safe, but I don't like her anymore. I don't know. Katniss Everdeen, the character.
It's politics, man.
Yeah,
politics. That's why she did it, because she was like, wait a minute.
I just don't think that Katniss Everdeen, the character, is all that interesting of a character.
Because you hate
Jennifer Lawrence?
Jennifer Lawrence.
No,
You're a Jennifer Lawrence hater.
You're a Jennifer Lawrence hater.
I just don't know why she gets so much hype. I mean, I understand her, but not that much hype. Come on, guys.
She's a very generic...
Her crying is scary.
Oh, God. The cry face is awful. And now we can add spittle to it, too, She's crying, and then she's drooling all over the cat. It's like, go away!
Poor cat.
Go away!
That cat had some acting skills.
That cat took it like a chair. It's like, you can't break me.
Yeah, seriously, talk about a Academy Award for supporting actor.
Let's say best supporting actress, actor, whatever the cat's gender is. Throw it in both. Who cares?
Seriously.
We couldn't exactly tell the gender, so we just put it in both categories.
All
right. Supporting actress. Yeah. Take that, Kate Winslet.
That would be jacked up.
A cat bounces you out. The action sequences were good.
Yeah, they always had good acting.
The
violence on this one was pretty good.
It was, yeah.
They really of the original RoboCop.
And this is why the Hunger Games, I think, is obviously closer to Harry Potter in respects to how they treat their characters, because the whole abomination that is the Twilight series that everyone talks about is that no one dies in the end. There's no lessons learned. There's nothing that's garnered from it. It's just kind of like, oh, everyone lives happily ever after, and which is
I don't know. I never saw this movie.
Which is satisfying. It's what I get out of the riff tracks. That's what I watch to get those. But that's fine for 12-year-old girls. But then you have the.
What are you talking about? No 12-year-old girls were watching it. It was grown-ass women.
It was grown-ass women and their, mid-20-somethings that work at UTSA. A lot of older people were going to Twilight, and I'm like, man, get the fuck over yourself. That ain't real life.
Yeah.
Harry Potter nailed it on the head, where your favorite characters are dying in the end, man.
Yeah,
from like the beginning of the series to the end, it's like your favorite character. I mean, Dumbledore died like twice.
The brothers.
He came back as Michael Gambon after being Richard Harris.
In real life.
That was a bad joke. That was a bad joke. But yeah, all these, these major characters. Yeah, one of the twins died, and Lupin died, and Sirius died. All these characters died in Harry Potter. That was the thing that they nailed on the head with the Hunger Games. Like, Finnick dies.
And he was actually, that guy's very charismatic.
Sam Claflin, he was, since Catching Fire, he's been my favorite character in the series.
Right.
Because he seems to elevate
Mine was
the
extra
material.
number 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the guy in the background?
Sorry. Was he dressed like the Stormtrooper?
Yep.
You've been playing Battlefront too much, man. You're thinking of Stormtroopers.
That
That guy! No! Stormtrooper extra number 3.
What did he ever do?
He's just trying to feed his family in the capital. Oh, man. But I think overall, though, it's a solid movie.
Yeah.
I obviously I give it a recommendation to those that have kept up with the Hunger Games.
Yeah, if you've seen the other, just watch this one.
Just watch this one. You wanna. I think it's one of the stronger cappers to a series.
Yeah.
It's no Deathly Hallows. I'll say Deathly Hallows obviously is better.
Remember, we all knew we got a boner for Harry Potter.
I got more invested in HP, man.
We're talking about the Hunger Games here.
I'm all about HP, not HG. What?
How long have you been waiting to say that?
I just thought of it right now.
You regret not saying it at the theater.
I did, yeah.
Dang it!
I didn't want to tell Jenny because
She'll bow and arrow your ass.
I know she would cut me down to size. Jennifer Lawrence looked kind of bored in the movie though.
Yeah, that's what she's mostly off the movie. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's getting burned out.
She's getting burned out from being, Miss It Girl or whatever. Not even It Girl, you know. She's being burnt out of being the girl.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes with Joy. She's in another David O. Russell movie.
That was gonna be okay. It's gonna be pretty good.
That'll be fine. David O. Russell's good.
Yeah, and that seems like one of his films.
Yeah. I will say that one scene that I don't know if you heard me, I groaned out loud, was when they're hiding in the fashion designer's basement, and Katniss is pretending to be asleep, and she listens to Gail and Peeta talking about.
Yeah, like, she loves you, bro.
She loves you, man. No, she loves you,
yeah,
bro.
They had a couple of shinies. They had a couple of beers.
I know, they had a couple brews, and they opened up their
podcast.
Oh,
she loves you, bro.
They opened up their laptop, fired up their podcast, and said, "No, bro, Katniss loves you, man." That reminded me of, that had a Twilight feel to it, and I was like, "There's no place for that in these movies, man. You're dying. The president wants to kill you, and you're talking about a love story, you stupid teenagers." That really bugged me.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been asleep. Like, I'm tired.
Be like, man, I've been running all day. If I'm Peter, I'm like, I got tested on.
Yes,
I want to kill the woman I love. Shut up, Gail. I gotta sleep. And Gail's like, let's talk about our feelings.
Yeah, I know.
Shut up,
Gail.
Gail. You ain't done shit, man.
You ain't done.
Ain't done shit,
man.
So I think Hunger Games I recommend from the two Ramblers.
Yeah, what else is coming out? What's out there right now that's going to come out this month besides Star Wars?
I don't know.
Yeah, so go watch it.
So go. There's not
exactly,
much.
That's what I'm saying.
There's not much else going out. I mean, it depends on what you want to see, man.
Some Peanuts.
Oh yeah, I want to see the Peanuts
about
movie.
Peanuts. Please tell us. Hello.
Yeah, what'd you think of? What'd you think of the Peanuts movie? It looked like a good time. The Good Dinosaur came out.
Oh yeah.
I heard that was good.
I heard it was alright.
Yeah.
Well, poor Pixar. They have to live up to Pixar.
I know.
They can't make a decent film. People are like, it wasn't the best thing ever. I didn't cry in the first 5 minutes.
It wasn't inside.
I didn't cry in the first 5 minutes.
I didn't cry in the first 5 minutes. I don't care. Unless you're a dinosaur fan and they don't die, then you're like, yay!
Yeah, that's my nephew.
Tears of joy. Ooh, In the Heart of the Sea.
Yeah, but that one's gonna bomb.
You think so?
Yeah, because people like you and me are excited, but other people are like, what's this?
Yeah.
This is Moby Dick?
Chirac.
Ugh.
With Spike Lee's new joint. What else? And then Star Wars, obviously. Oh, Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's what's coming out
Road
on...
Trip. Actually, I'd rather watch Chirac. Actually, I want to see it. I'll see Chirac so I can be like, wow.
Point Break comes out on Christmas Day, excuse me. Alvin and the Chipmunks comes out with Star Wars.
Genius.
Yep.
Dang genius. That marketing guy deserves a promotion.
Because that movie, I mean, Alvin and the Chipmunks...
That's gonna get out, all the kids are going to be like, Star Wars. And the dad's like, yeah, we're watching. I'm like, yeah, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
They're like, let's go to Star Wars, kids.
They're like, it's sold out, Daddy. Let's go to...
God damn it! Let's go see Sisters. The dad's so pissed he tries to go see Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. The Big Short with Brad Pitt and Christian Bale and Ryan Gosling. That comes out on the 23rd of December. And then January 8th. Ooh, January 8th is going to be a busy day, man. January 8th, you have The Revenant and you have The Hateful Eight.
I'm not so much about The Hateful Eight. I told you about that.
I don't either. That's why I was going to say that of the two, The Revenant will be there.
Oh, yeah, man. We're going to see that for sure.
We'll go see that for sure. But also, Will Smith in Concussion.
Actually, it's pretty good.
Comes out Christmas Day. You know, apparently his performance kills it.
I hear the info is blocking out that.
Yeah, it's not a kiss the NFL's ass celebration like Kevin Costner's Draft Day. So
you leave Draft Day out of this.
I'm not saying it as a bad thing. I'm just saying that Draft Day was pretty much, probably funded or supported by the NFL because it was somewhat of a celebration of their big soiree that is the NFL Draft Day. Yeah. Whereas that is like, you guys suck at dealing with concussions. They're like, no.
Yeah, like I've been knowing this. And you didn't do anything
about it. He's like, I've been watching this and you guys suck. And Roger Goodell's like, nah, shut up. That's my best impression of Roger Goodell. That's not what he sounds like, but he sounds like a troll, or he looks like a troll.
Did you get that from South Park?
No, I got that from watching the NFL for years. He's a piece of shit.
I heard.
But there's no good commissioner in sports, so we're all kind of stuck.
And that's supposed to be because they're like Vince McMahon. They're supposed to be evil.
I know, man. They're supposed to be the evil corporate.
That's what he made. I bet you he based that character on
all all the commissioners.
Yeah.
And also because he was a complete asshole behind the scenes too. That's another story for another day.
Dude, another story for another day.
Or another podcast for another section of Two Ramble Men. But,
yeah. Let's do this story. Ready?
Hey, we like sports.
Do you like sports?
I do like sports.
You like sports? Do you like boxing?
I like boxing movies.
Do you like Rocky movies?
I enjoy Rocky movies.
Do you like Rocky movies that are not about Rocky?
I prefer
But
Rocky.
are about Rocky?
Oh.
Then go see Creed.
Hey, I didn't see Creed yet, but you did.
Yes, I did.
Tell us about Creed, bro.
I wasn't excited about it, but I kept on hearing, I kept on reading that it was a great movie.
Okay.
It was a great movie.
Yeah, man.
So great that I went to the theater when I went to go see it. People in the background were like, "Get up! Get up!" You know, when they get into it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how good it was, man.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh
like,
my
damn,
God.
that's pretty good. That's how you know it's good.
That's the funny thing about watching like a boxing movie,
Yeah.
or like these new MMA movies. You can tell they're good when people get into them.
Yeah.
It's almost like watching. It's like watching professional wrestling, where it's all predetermined.
It is. It's,
You know,
yeah, that's what it
It's
is.
incredibly predetermined, but that's how good it is that people are still like, "Get up, Brock! You gotta get up!" That's awesome.
It's awesome because this was Rocky's. He's the new Mickey,
Right on.
and he's like Mickey. He's old, and it's pretty good, man.
Crotchety and all that shit.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. Man, he hits the switch, becomes Rocky, dude.
That's awesome.
Like this, you can tell he's Rocky. Like just the way he moves, he acts, he talks. You can tell he's acting as Rocky. It's not like, oh, he is Rocky. No, he acts like Rocky.
Yeah.
Badass. Michael B. Jordan, is that his name? Oh, he kills it.
That guy's
Just the
outstanding. He's one of my favorite actors.
chemistry between him and Sylvester Stallone, so good, dude.
Yeah.
It looks like they could really be
Coaching
coaching, yeah.
and player. That's cool. The director and writer of this movie, Sylvester Stallone, did not write this movie, which is what he's done 6 other Rocky movies. I think he wrote all of them.
Yeah.
This is the first one that he didn't write. It was co-written and directed by Ryan Coogler, who did Fruitvale Station, which I think was when did that come out? 2013, I think. That was one of the best movies of 2013 because of
it was
Coogler and Michael B. Jordan collaborating together. So it was welcoming to see them collaborate again. Me, when I was looking at it and they were saying that Coogler and Michael B. Jordan were going to hook back up to work together, I was like, "Oh right, yeah, man."
all right.
But then I saw that it was Creed, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, we'll see." And then the teaser trailer came out, and I forgot that Coogler was working on it. I was like, "Oh, Michael B, no! You just did Fantastic Four. You can't do Creed.
You can't too. You only give you one mistake.
You can only have one mistake."
That's so funny.
Oh man! But then when I saw more of it, I saw the trailer, and then I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh shit, Ryan Coogler's doing it, man!" That's when I got excited. He's a young dude, man. He's what, 28?
Yeah.
He's about our age, man, and already he has 2 critically acclaimed movies.
That's what I'm like. That son of a bitch.
And we're sitting here, and we're sitting here talking about it.
Finger popping our assholes.
I know.
I was gonna say.
Oh, please continue.
I forgot.
Oh man.
Rocky.
Creed.
They say I was reading. Another reason I was reading because I was bored. I was online.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "This one's like the second best Rocky movie there is."
Behind the first one.
Yeah.
Mm.
I wouldn't say that, but it'd be like, what is it? Which was the one before Tommy Gun? Which was the Tommy Gun one? I say this one's between the Russian, because I love Rocky movies.
Mm-hmm.
After the Russian one, you would put this one there.
So you're saying
After number 4, right?
So Rocky
1,
4,
2,
yeah.
3.
So you're saying Rocky 4, and then Creed.
No, it'd be like Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, and then Creed.
In quality?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, out of like, it'd be Rocky 2, like, because this was like, from rags to riches.
Yeah.
And not even that. It's not even rags to riches. I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's like that, from zero to hero.
Gotcha.
It's from conception to redemption. That's actually better.
There we go. Conception to redemption.
That is the best. That should be the title for that movie.
Ooh, it should.
Seriously,
The
that's what
subtitle is Creed. Conception to redemption.
And you think I'm lying, but that's what it's gonna be. It's so good. I recommend you go see it. It's
Real
Marvin's
quick.
stamp of approval.
Marvin's stamp of approval. Is there any because I know that a lot of these movies, like a lot of these big hit movies from like the 70s and 80s, are getting a lot of their remakes and reboots and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is more of a sequel than anything. Is it? Does it try and shamelessly throw in, like, you saw this in Rocky,
You're seeing it, but with a black guy. You know, I mean, I don't want to say it that way, but you're seeing it with. You saw this in the first Rocky. Now you're seeing it again. Oh, that's a callback. I love that callback. I love that he's doing it because I know in one of the trailers it shows him in the gray sweatsuit running down the street.
They do have one, and that's what I just told you. There's one scene where like, and it's the scene. I'm gonna ruin it for you. All right, if you haven't seen it, you can just mute it now.
Oh wow, man!
That was great. I told you, man. It was great.
That's
now the scene where Rocky runs down the streets of Philly.
Yeah.
And all the kids are like following, like, ah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, in this one, he trains. He doesn't train at Mickey's gym because Mickey's gym shows like it's popular. People go to Mickey's gym.
Oh yeah.
So he goes to another gym that's in, I don't know if it's in Bad Side Town, but it's where like black people train. Okay. So they have motorcycles.
So the bad side.
No, it's not even a bad side. Okay. But it's like that, and it's like a motorcycle gang right below it. Mm-hmm. And Rocky's cool. He's like, yeah, man, they like horror. Like, he plays Rocky. He's like, yeah, they're pretty cool. You know, if you ride these bikes, They're like, hey guys, what's up? You're like, how? That's why I say does like great. They show him running, and then the bike guys are seeing him. He's like, hey, he's like, come on. So they all start following him down the street while he's running. So remember the original?
Gotcha. Yeah.
But that's the only thing I was like, okay.
Was that the original or was that the second one?
All of them.
Was it? Okay.
No, it was the second one.
It was the second
one. It was the second one. But you know what I'm saying? That one scene where everybody.
Yeah.
And then they just all following with motorcycles. I'm like, okay. That's the only thing that, from the back.
Right.
I mean, getting it from the past.
But otherwise,
perfect movie.
Coogler kind of told his own story.
Yeah.
He didn't try and pander too much.
And you know what I like? I like it too because he's like, I want you to train me, Rocky. He takes him to that gym and he's like, all right, this is your mitts guy. This is like this guy. And he's like, what? I thought you were going to train me like you think Rocky's all badass. And he's like, I'm only good at certain things. Like you need badass people. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like these are the best. So which was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Which is what you get a lot of. I mean, when you see MMA fighters or
that's what it was.
Or boxers, when they come to the ring, it's not just in Rocky they made it seem like Mickey and his brother-in-law were the only two that he had.
Well, but the thing is, see, I'm not getting into it. Rocky, look what kind of fighter he was.
He was. Yeah.
He took the punches and then just.
He was the. He was the Homer Simpson before Homer Simpson was Homer Simpson.
He was the Homer Simpson with Homer Simpson is. Damn, dude, that dude's hands are humongous. There's a scene where he tries to, dap, fist dap. Michael B. Johnson. Fucking, his hands look like a little kid's hands compared to Rocky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that dude's hands are like this big, dude.
Yeah, man, you know what they say? Big hands, big feet, small brain.
Nah, he got smart. He made it to Hollywood. He wrote his plays.
Well, I know. Hey.
Better than us over here.
I don't know.
Finger pop rats. Good movie, dude. Recommend it. I hope I didn't ruin it for anything.
The Marvin stamp of approval. Everyone go see Creed.
Oh, everybody did go see him Creed. Did you not see the...
I think it's going to make some good money. It's just... which is great because you consider the fact that it's going against second weekend of Hunger Games, which everyone's going to go see multiple times. Which that's
you think?
Yeah, it's already slated to be number one this weekend. The Good Dinosaur is going to make a lot of money for the kids. The families, because 20 years ago this weekend, Toy Story came out. And that weekend, me and my family and some of our family friends, we all went and saw Toy Story that opening weekend.
That's what my nephews did. I couldn't make it because my brother tells me 10 minutes before. I just woke up and was like, we're watching movies in 10 minutes. I'm like,
sorry, man.
Yeah, so it's like, dude, I have to take a shower.
Yeah.
Take my morning dump.
Take the dog out for her morning dump.
Yeah, take the dog out for her morning dump. Take the cats out for their morning dumps. Take my neighbor out for his morning dump.
Sir, come on.
Yeah.
We gotta take shit. Oh, I haven't even had breakfast yet. So yeah, we get the Marvin stamp of approval. Hey, another movie from 2015 that I caught on Amazon Prime. You added it to your list, and I was thinking about it as I was flipping by it. I was like, hey, Marv wanted to see this movie. Maybe I'll watch it because I was bored on Sunday waiting for my wife to get back home from St. Louis. Mm-hmm. I watched Danny Collins.
Ah, yeah, man.
That movie was it wasn't that bad. Because of the performances, it was cliche as crap,
but I love cliche movies.
But the story surprisingly wasn't what the trailer sold. The trailer was all like, Danny Collins wants his redemption.
Yeah, he receives a letter.
He receives a letter from John Lennon. So Danny Collins is played by Al Pacino. He's an aging rock star in the way of like a Tom Jones or
Rod Stewart. I heard
Rod
he was
Stewart.
Rod
Yeah,
Stewart.
thank you.
So he's still trying. So he's stuck playing. He wants to make new music, but he's stuck playing his old hits because that's all anybody wants to hear. But then there's a couple different plot line. You know, it's like I want to get to know you, and his son, played by Bobby Cannavale, he's like, "No, dude, fuck you, go away. I don't want to know you." But his granddaughter wants to get to know him. Now his granddaughter has severe ADHD. They don't talk about that in the trailer. So he's trying to help his granddaughter out who has severe ADHD.
He's like, sit down.
Now sit your bitch ass down. We're gonna play the piano. That wasn't really Al Pacino. I don't know what that was. Bobby Cannavale, he's got some like rare form of leukemia, like his mom, who died of it. So, you know, Danny Collins is like, well, I gotta be there for you. He's like, I don't want you. Haven't been here for 40 years. Why are you gonna be here now? So it was not exactly what they.
Conception to redemption movie.
It's a conception to redemption movie, man. Just like Creed. You know, they have their tropes. He rises, then he falls.
Yeah.
Then he rises, you know.
That's what I was gonna watch. I was like, I'll watch one of them.
Yeah, it's Amazon Prime worthy. You know, it's not like Creed or Steve Jobs where you're wanting to invest money to go see it. I think that it still made money though.
Oh yeah,
it still made good money. It came out. It came out this past February or March, and it made it was one of the better received movies of that time. Usually it's like January, February. It's just like the studio's like, fuck it. Let's just get this movie out here just so that we don't have it sitting on our shelves.
Yeah.
Danny Collins was one of those movies that got released where they're like, you know what, we got some good talent in there. You got Christopher Plummer and Annette Bening and Jennifer Garner. Yeah, Christopher Plummer. So you got some real talent in there. And Al Pacino was good, as he usually is. Bobby Cannavale, him and Bobby Cannavale going back and forth. You know, they
He's a hit and miss for me, man.
Bobby Cannavale?
Yeah.
Really? I guess I haven't seen enough Bobby Cannavale. I've seen him in like Blue Jasmine and this and a few other things, and I don't mind him so much.
Yeah,
he's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna bang down the doors of the theater. Open up! I need to see the new Bobby Cannavale movie.
I need my Bobby fix.
They're like, who's Bobby Cannavale?
You said, Robert. Okay.
You son of a bitch. I'd say, Danny Collins, check it out on Amazon Prime. Why not?
We gotta check it out, man.
It's
if you're on there anyway, you might as well check out Man in High Castle.
I started watching Man in the High Castle. I want to keep watching Man in the High Castle.
Mm-hmm. I told you a long time ago.
It's intense, man. It looks really interesting. Man in the High Castle is the new Amazon Prime series based on what would happen if the Axis powers had won World War II.
Nazis.
If the Nazis and the Japanese, the Nazis, how would America look with the invasion of the Axis powers? Really interesting, kind of terrifying concept. It's a big risk for Amazon, but it's a successful.
It was a big risk for Amazon, and there's a bunch of articles on it, man, saying why they took it and should have they taken that risk and stuff. It's a very good. I saw just the pilot.
I saw the pilot too.
He was so good, and I was like, dang it, I have to wait a year.
I know.
But that one's going against Jessica Jones, which I saw. Oh,
I haven't watched all of them, but I'm about a third of the way
they're pretty
through.
good.
They're good, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Kristen Ritter. The one positive I give over Jessica Jones over some of these DC TV shows, the DC TV shows, the way that they film these fight sequences, it's like, all right, everyone stand in the middle of the room and swing your arms, and we're gonna make the camera do all the work.
Yeah.
You know, whereas you remember that Daredevil sequence that's like Old Boy.
Yeah, but that was
where
the one sequence though.
The camera was moving, but the guys were just pop, 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 pop.
It was one haul, yeah.
It was one consistent, or it might have been edited properly, but it looked like But they filmed it in one consistent shot, so it was choreographed perfectly, but it still felt authentic. You know, the fight sequences, Arrow, Flash, those fight sequences just don't feel authentic at all. It's like, the good guys are going to win.
Yeah.
The way that they fight is so sterile. And that was the first couple episodes of Jessica Jones. It's like some of the fight sequences with her and Luke Cage in the bar and stuff like that. They feel legit. Like, it feels like she's beating the shit out of them. So.
Yeah. It's funny because they have powers, superpowers. And the way they fight is pretty cool because it feels like stuntmen are trying to hit them and they're like, they could really act like they're actors that they don't get hit. Some actors hit, like when you punch them, they really don't act it out.
Yeah.
But this one they can do it
because
they have it.
Exactly.
So like you said, it feels so real because they're under just like...
I enjoyed the second or third episode when you finally see Luke Cage getting quote unquote his ass beat, but he's really not because he can take it.
Yeah.
And the one guy tries to crack him with a beer bottle, and he just grabs it, breaks it, and punches the guy in the face. It was awesome. But no, that
they got a good actor to be.
They did. Yeah, he's really good.
Can't wait till his series comes out.
And Netflix. I don't think it's a gamble for Netflix to do these Marvel shows because, and even if they don't, because I know that for a fact they're not bringing the CW shows into the movies, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, but it's opposite with Marvel.
It's opposite with Marvel.
But that's why they invest so much money in it.
Exactly, because they're going to build it up to eventually, in some fashion, end up in the movie universe. Even if it's very subtle.
Well, the trailer for Captain America
Civil War
came out. That was supposed to have a lot of mutants fighting, not just them three. So that's why I'm wondering if they're just going to be these side characters on the side,
you might have.
In the show, I don't know if you have, they mentioned a lot.
Oh, yeah.
The Avengers 1, they call it the incident. Like, oh, yeah, well, the incident, my family died in the incident. She's like, get over it.
Yeah. I've been getting worn out with the Marvel movies because they, 3 of them come out a year. So it's easy to get worn out of them. And also, a lot of them seem the same. It's like, here's your hero, here's
That's
a
why I
boring
like
bad
Ant-Man,
guy.
because I was like, Ant-Man's not the same, it was a little bit different.
I haven't watched Ant-Man yet.
I don't even know why we're doing this podcast anymore.
I don't know either. A lot of these Marvel movies seem the same, It's like a boring, flat bad guy. Ultron was the same as a lot of these other bad guys. Loki's the only...
Yeah, that's why I really love Loki.
That's why everyone loves Loki, because he's the most well-thought-out bad guy.
People like him more than they liked
Thor, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Actually,
he's
that's
charismatic.
Even though I like Thor. Thor fan?
Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah.
I prefer not Liam, so I like Chris too. And that's the benefit of these TV shows is that they are building villains that you fear or that you want to like some of these bad guys that are coming out that you want to root for.
This one and Daredevil, I like the villains more than I like the good guys.
Oh yeah. Vincent D'Onofrio was Kingpin, and he just made this.
You could have just made a series about him.
Oh yeah, and then
that would have been great. It was just background. It was just Daredevil, like you hear, like the henchman. You just see little scenes about. That's why you'd be more.
Yeah, you follow Kingpin, and then it's just like, why are my guys keep getting
shit? Like he was on the show.
Yeah,
but on this one, David Tennant.
David Tennant plays the Purple Man.
Yeah, he's so cool, man.
Yeah. That guy is just. David Tennant's just so good.
He's so good. Like whoever casted David Tennant.
It was a smart play, man. You get that Doctor Who crowd in. I know he's playing a villain compared to Doctor Who, but at the same time, you get that Doctor Who crowd in, and everybody wants to watch David Tennant because everyone knows that he's a fun, charismatic actor, but he can play a bad guy when he needs to.
Well, he played a fun, charismatic actor.
Yeah.
Like, there's this scene where spoilers were like, you killed those people. I didn't kill anybody. Somebody else killed him. She's like, yeah, you told him. And he's like, I didn't kill anybody. Like, he has no conscience. Like, I didn't kill anybody.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's so good. But Civil War, I will say, that sequence in the trailer, if you haven't caught the trailer and you're interested in this kind of stuff, if not, no big deal. But if you're interested in it, check out the trailer. There's a sequence in the teaser where Bucky and Captain America are fighting Iron Man.
That's pretty neat, yeah.
And that sequence was badass, where they're like tossing the shield back and forth and beating the fuck out of Tony Stark. I was like, alright, that's badass.
Yeah,
my whole thing about that trailer was you get a view of Black Panther, which I thought was cool.
Did you see how fast he's running?
Oh, yeah.
He's running faster than the car.
Oh, that was awesome. But my one thing was like, where's Spider-Man?
Oh, you know they're going to show their aces.
I know, man. But, it's not like they haven't before.
But they don't need to on this one. They only do that when, they need to. This one, they know people are going to watch it.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be a stinger at the end. It's going to be the burner setting up for the next movie.
I think they were going to choose from the very beginning when they're introducing the law.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then they don't cut to them until the end.
But they just show, a high school and some random...
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Or just, the webs and little things. Like I said, keep it...
Yeah, I think, he's in high school at this point.
Yeah.
I started reading the Civil War comic book series, and that was one of the big things, is Captain America and Iron Man trying to court Spider-Man into their side.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have Tony Stark visiting Peter Parker's high school to be like, hey, you're smart, why don't you intern with me and also be one of my heroes?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Captain America be like, hey man, Tony Stark's an asshole, why don't you fight with me, So it's kind of that back and forth, But so it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. Plus, it'll be nice to see Spider-Man with
the heroes he's supposed to be fighting with instead of by himself. TV shows right now: Man in the High Castle, Jessica Jones. Just finished up Masters of None yesterday.
Pretty funny.
It's a funny show. Yeah, it's a it's a good show to catch on Netflix. Something that Nicole pointed out, like, did you ever realize the way that they talk to each other? It's very like, oh, let us go to the movie. Yes, let us go to the movie now. It's kind of the way that Aziz Ansari's comedy is, where it's very like...
You shut your mouth.
Where it's very set up and...
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's a sitcom.
It's the setup of it, yeah. But
because what they do is they set up, to main joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, we're supposed to... Okay, let's go. But then they start talking.
Yeah. There are certain sequences that are very, very real, the way that they, their conversations go. But then there are those little ones where it's like the finale of the season. Oh, Dev, we're so excited to be here for your movie. I know, this is great. I'm in a movie.
Oh, but
look, there's popcorn. Let's get some.
Are you talking about his parents?
No. Him and his friends.
Oh, yeah, because they're talking about his parents because they're not actors.
They're not actors at all.
And he was so afraid. He said he's like, I was afraid to get them.
They
killed it.
They do. And they're the ones where I will give them a pass on like their somewhat rough dialogue delivery. Because I'm like, they're not actors. Everybody else, though, in some capacity, is an actor.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, So those are the ones where I'm like, oh, your delivery is kind of weird. It's kind of like you with Jennifer Lawrence Cryface. I can't not see that.
Yeah.
And that was something that Nicole pointed out, like 2 episodes left. And she's like,
did
you notice this? And I was like, God, you ruined this! The show that a show on FXX, I don't think anybody's really watching or talking much about.
I know what you're talking about. Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy. No one really talks about it. The show's over now. It's been over for over a year now. No, it's a comedy on FXX. It's called You're the Worst.
Never heard of it?
I don't know if you've read it. It's the first season's on Hulu Plus. Second season's on FX now. That is a really, really funny show.
Who's in it?
Nobody'd really know.
Is that the comedian from England?
Yes.
I've seen it. Yeah. It's hilarious.
The tall blonde guy?
Yeah, there's a funny guy. What's his name? DJ, he's the guy in the wheelchair. We're probably talking about different shows.
We're talking about a different show. Chris Gere and Aya Cash play this couple who meet at a friend's wedding. The friend is the main guy's ex-girlfriend, and then the girl is friends with the wives' sister. Mm-hmm. And so they meet up, and they're just like, we hate other people. They're kind of like that, where they are just very, very cynical about the world and everything. So they're like, whatever. It's a wedding. You bang at a wedding. So they end up hooking up and everything. And, just the way that they approach their relationship is like they're not in a relationship, but
just a simple youth.
But they like banging. So
they like banging.
They don't mind, if they cheat on each other. Like, well, you know what? I get one back. So
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like that. So it's really good. The second season took a dark turn, but it's effective with the characters. Mm-hmm. It's a really, really good show, and it's one of the most critically acclaimed comedies. I didn't know this, and I was just like, I'll just watch it, whatever. And then I'm like doing I finished it up yesterday, the entire series. And when we got home last night from work, I just kind of put it on. Nicole's like, "You're gonna start watching it again?" I was like, "Well, if you want to watch it, you can, but I really like it. I want to rewatch it."
Yeah. Now, what is it called again?
You're the Worst.
You are the worst, or
you're the worst.
No, you're the worst.
No, you're the worst.
Okay.
But You're the Worst. I highly recommend that show. I think it's really funny. It's really good. The acting is on point, man. Yeah. Like, it's one of those where it feels very authentic. These characters are people. They're not just characters, which I think is really cool. The writing's on point. But yeah, man, You're the Worst. That's another.
Kevin's picks for
my pick for the week. Kevin and I, Marvin and I both recommend Man in the High Castle.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones. Mm-hmm. Masters of None.
And
I'll throw out for You're the Worst.
Well, this was episode 6 of the Ramble On. We are your 2 rambling men. Only your 2 rambling men, which was nice. Co-host number 1, my name is Kevin. This is co-host number 2. His name is Marvin. We appreciate you listening, and we will see you next time.